When I turned 60, which was 8 years ago now, I bought a machine called a 60 Up, and it is a balance board and it has two poles sticking up from it. And the idea is you leave one foot on it, you get on with the other foot, and then you get off. And it's supposed to improve your balance so that you don't fall. And I enjoyed that. I liked that, but it wasn't going to fix my achy knees. I also have a stiff back. I also have a stiff neck, couple of stiff shoulders. I find that the vibration plate does it all. If I stand on one foot and then the other, my balance is improving immeasurably. And on top of that, I'm getting relief in all of my joints that I'm looking for.
Feel those vibrations going through you. Here we go. We're doing some balance exercises here. All right, nice. Good job. Welcome to Good Vibes with Becky Chambers. Everything you need to know about whole body vibration from the world's leading expert.
For informational purposes only, not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information provided.
I am so thrilled today to introduce you to Greg Howard, the world's greatest boss. It's been my dream for a long time to get a vibration machine to everybody. Well, Greg went even a step further. So Greg, please come on and tell us about what you've been doing with vibration.
I got started initially because I had really achy knees. I went to a bone surgeon who said that I needed both of my knees replaced, and I wasn't ready for that. And I thought I'll try something else and see if I can prolong that. So I looked into vibration therapy. I read a lot of articles online. I saw a lot of YouTube videos, and you were featured in a lot of those YouTube videos. And what I learned watching all of that is that there is a safe way to do this, and that is to buy a machine that has a single motor and vibration moves straight up and down rather than the machines that have two or more motors, and the goal is to try to go in two different directions at the same time. So I bought a machine from you and you started to use it every day. I started slowly, which is what you recommended, and then worked my way up. And it's been over a year now, and I couldn't be happier. My knees are fine. I'm able to walk and ride a bicycle and do the things I need to do. I'm not contemplating surgery at this point. I credit a lot of that to the vibration. It's helping me quite a bit.
That's fantastic, Greg. Just fantastic. So what did you do then?
Well, the next thing I did was I made a tree that looked like the one in The Grinch That Stole Christmas. And I ordered 18 machines from you, and I put them all underneath the Grinch tree. And I gave every one of my employees one of the vibration plates. And so they all have one at their house now. They're all using them, all having good results. We've had no problems. So we couldn't be happier that's gone pretty well for us.
That's just fantastic. What a great thing to do for people. And I think you also have one in your offices so people could use it during work, right?
I do. I have one at the office. Anybody can use it anytime that they want. I have one at home I use every day for between 30 and 60 minutes. I watch TV while I'm doing it.
I mentioned to people that Greg is a longtime sports enthusiast, well, more than an enthusiast, professional. And I don't recommend for most people to try to do 30 to 60 minutes, which he seems to be doing great with. But for most people, aim for 10, go to 20 if you want, or maybe even 30, but most people max out around there.
I typically stand on one leg and then shift to the other one. So I'm rarely both feet down at the same time. Next to it, I have a pair of hiking poles, and I use those to get on the machine. Then I use them to stand on one leg. I use them to get off the machine. And that really helps me. I'm a big fan of those.
Yeah, and you do that to improve your balance, right? You have developed this standing on one foot method on the vibration for sort of most of the time you're on there, right? To work on your balance.
I did. When I turned 60, which was 8 years ago now, I bought a machine called a 60 Up, and it is a balance board and it has two poles sticking up from it. And the idea is you leave one foot on it, you get on with the other foot, and then you get off. And it's supposed to improve your balance so that you don't fall. And I enjoyed that. I liked that, but it wasn't going to fix my achy knees. I also have a stiff back. I also have a stiff neck, couple of stiff shoulders. So that was just there to improve my balance. I find that the vibration plate does it all. If I stand on one foot and then the other, my balance is improving immeasurably. And on top of that, I'm getting the relief in all of my joints that I'm looking for. Pieces of advice that you gave me that maybe the other listeners should hear is put the machine on a hard floor, that if it's on a hard surface, the vibration goes straight up in the direction you want it to go. I found that to be true. It does far better, I think, on a hard surface if you have one. And then the second piece of advice that you gave me is don't stand on it in shoes. Do it in bare feet or stocking feet. So I've tried it both ways, and clearly the bare feet and stocking feet are better. It does more to help my feet. Feet are an important part of at least my body, and I wouldn't stand on it in shoes. I had to when I was at the health club at the hotel, and that was unsettling for me. I think it's far better in stocking feet.
Oh, I agree with you. It's much better in bare feet or with socks on. I just honestly, I have to put it in the manuals to use shoes because of lawsuit issues. So, folks, if you don't wear your shoes, just don't stub your toes. Okay. Yeah, but it's better barefoot for various reasons. One, your nervous system is being stimulated much more effectively and strongly. And that's fantastic for your brain and your proprioceptors, which is all about balance. So it is better for balance even to be in barefoot. And also for balance, there's another reason it's better for balance also. You want to be strengthening all the little muscles in your feet because there's many. It's not just the big muscles in our legs that are supporting us and helping us with balance, but it's all those little tiny muscles controlling your toes and the different parts of your foot. So when you're trying to train your feet and your nervous system and your muscles to hold you better, you want to be effectively innervating all those little muscles, as well as also your core muscles. So be sure to do some core exercises when you're trying to improve your balance.
My machine also came with two handles pre-installed on the end of a surgical rubber tube.
Yeah, sure. Those are the stretchy resistance straps.
I use those regularly.
The straps are great for helping you balance while you're on the machine, and you can use them for making balancing more challenging too, which is cool. I like to do that, especially like when you're doing a lunge, or you could do it when you're doing any positions on your feet. What I do is I pull up on just one strap, right? I'll put my hands out to the sides and have the strap in one hand and pull on that side. That way I have to offset that extra push on one side. So it's just different things you can do. A lot of people use them to help stabilize themselves, like holding on to something, and they have a certain amount of resistance to them.
I feel like I get a little bit stronger vibration when I hold on to those, and those will help me stand on one foot and then the other just the same way that the hiking poles do. Yes.
And those are great because for especially the workout and the bone building effects, the more resistance, the more weight that you're pushing against the vibration increases the effect. You still want to use a safe machine like this, but you can safely increase the effect by carrying weights. You could be doing workout with weights, or you can be pulling on those straps. And then a lot of people, as you are mentioning, use the straps and find that they help their balance. So there's other ways to aid your balance. There is a tower that gets attached to it, a balance tower that is available, but you can also just put it near something you can hold on to. There's lots of ways to give yourself something to help with balance and practice your balance by being on one foot and trying to hold that. It's a little tricky because it's vibrating, but it's stimulating all your proprioceptor nervous system centers that control your balance. And it's causing them to work super hard, which is training them. And that's why people see such an improvement in their balance. Plus, their muscles are getting stronger, and that helps you recover when you lose your balance. So a whole bunch of effects and all of that's great because you really don't want to fall.
I've gotten to the point now where I can actually aim the vibration to the parts of my body that I think need it. If I hold my arm up and I'm standing on one leg, I can feel the vibration go right up to that spot. If I have both of my arms down, I can feel it go straight to my neck. I think if you spend a lot of time on these plates, you learn how to guide the vibration, and I think it's very helpful.
Yeah, sure. Definitely. When you're standing on it, you can shift your weight and feel the vibration move into different parts of your body.
Surprising little effects. It's made my jaw more relaxed. I hold my tension by clenching my teeth in my jaw. Probably a lot of people do that are under stress. And when I'm on the machine and tip my head back, open my mouth, that vibration finds my jaw and jiggles it all to the point where it's totally relaxed. I could really feel a difference when I do that.
That's really interesting. Yeah. I mean, one of the big effects also of vibration is to help lower stress levels in your body and the effects of stress. One, it's actually raising serotonin levels in your brain, which is your happy neurotransmitter that all the antidepressants drugs out there are targeting. And actually, all you have to do is get on your vibration machine, raise your serotonin, and feel calmer, more relaxed, happier, more motivated. And it gives you energy. Amazing number of benefits from one thing, which is why I want everybody to have one.
I'm glad to see they're starting to advertise them on television like crazy and that they're going mainstream. I just worry that what they're peddling mostly is the amount of 2D, 3D, 4D. It seems like, there's a race to claim that they have the most motors going in the most different directions. And as a guy who's been doing this daily for a year, I don't really want the thing under my feet to be going in 4 different directions at the same time with 4 different motors. I really think you have it right when you talk about vertical motion when it comes to the vibration. I think it needs to go straight up and down. I don't think my body would react well to all of that chaos. It didn't when I used the power plate at the hotel.
Yeah, I have a lot of people who have used other machines and then switched to this one. And then they tell me, wow, I am feeling so much better with this kind of vibration. It's very different too. It's a completely different feel. Like the Wobble machines, that's the ones you see on social media where the people, they're just wobbling all over the place. And whereas the kind that you're using and that I'm providing, you actually can't even see the person vibrating. It is so smooth.
Yeah, those commercials on TV for the Nautilus unit, they're showing their legs and their skin's going everywhere and the muscles are going everywhere. And they're arguing that's a good thing. That is certainly not my experience. I stand and do mine in dress clothes, and it's not a frenetic activity for me. It's a calming activity.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't feel the need to go to a spa and get a massage or any of that anymore. I was a member of Massage Envy for years, and I got a massage every month. Once I got the machine, I discontinued all of that, and I feel like this is doing enough for my health that I don't think I would gain additional benefit from other treatments they have at spas.
Yeah, well, this kind of vibration is providing not only a workout, but it's also like a massage and stretching at the same time, because it's also lengthening your muscle fibers at the same time. It's tensing and lengthening with each vibration. That's 20 to 50 times per second. So it's a very intense workout and massage and stretching. There's no other modality, no other method of working out or stretching or whatever that can do both at the same time. And then you're also getting the benefits of an energy treatment, like an acupuncture treatment, and a huge detox, which is why I just want to point out again, folks, I do not recommend jumping on there and doing even 10 minutes on this machine. This is a Power 1000 and it's powerful. It's not as powerful as a double motor machine, but it is a mid-range machine. And then there is other machines I have that are much gentler where you could do 10 minutes right to start. But this one, I recommend start with a minute.
That's how I started. I did a minute in the
Yeah.
morning. I did another
Yeah.
minute at night, and then I increased that slowly.
Yeah, I have many people who try, you know, who think they can do more because it feels so relaxing while you're on there. When you're first on there, you're like, this is easy. It's like a massage. I can do this all day. But many people tell me they tried to do more and they end up feeling worse instead of better. It's temporary, but it's a massive detox. And it's also stimulating every system in your body to work harder. So if you're not already healthy, if you're dealing with some health problems or you're a little bit older, it's like trying to run a marathon when you haven't trained for it. It's going to stress your whole system too much. You want to go slow, build up.
I also feel that my neck carried an awful lot of tension before I got the machine, and I can stand on it now and gently roll my neck around. I can feel the vibration going through and breaking up all of the things that were holding my neck from being able to move comfortably. So if you do it long enough, I think that it will find the things in your body that were created to protect you from further injury. And I think in time it will jiggle all those loose and you can feel more straight up and down. I do. I definitely feel like I'm right side up better with it. And I think you can also fix things that are pulling to one side or the other. It's done that for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of people reporting better posture, standing up straighter, and the vibration going to old injuries and suddenly helping them heal from things that happened maybe 20 years ago. Super cool. Okay, let's do our whole body vibration workout. And if you're out there watching us, do a vibration workout with us with your machine, or if you don't have one, just join us anyway. Okay, we're going to do our workout today, and we're going to kind of focus a bit extra on improving our balance while we do our workout. So join us, and remember, turn your machine off after you've done as much as you know that you can handle. You don't want to do too much vibration too soon. We're going to do the beginner pose first, and that is a little bit of a squat and pulling up on straps if you have them. If you don't have these stretchy straps, you can just grab a hold of the canvas straps and pull up on those. This is good. It's both pushing down, increasing the weight that you're pushing against, and working your arms at the same time. Okay, so you're doing this. Now, if you wanted to be working on balance, if that's your biggest concern, don't touch anything, just balance, right? Okay, we're gonna do a lunge next. And this one, I would recommend if you want to work on your balance, one foot is here, one foot behind you, but your hands not touching anything. Have something you can grab onto if you're gonna need it, if you might need it, so that you're safe and you don't fall. But adapt your exercises to challenge yourself with balance, and that will give you the best result. All right, we're going to do a cardio exercise next. We're doing interval training plus cardio. So you're getting a sort of whole body vibration HIIT workout or high intensity interval training, which is very good for your whole system, cardio and resistance training. So this is jumping jacks are the next one. And this is the real easy version, right? You could just be doing this if you need to. And you're balancing here because you're on one foot some of the time, right? If you can do this, great. Okay. Challenge yourself physically, workout wise with your muscles and with balance. because we're strengthening our muscles as well as stimulating our nervous system to learn how to balance better. All right, good job. Okay, we're going to do arm pulls next. So you're standing on a plate, your plate, and pulling your arms out to the side, right? Like this, pulling up on straps. Now, if you wanted to be working on balance, you might take weights and do that so that you're not, this will make your work for balance a little bit harder. Now push to the back. And if you really wanted to, you could be doing this on one leg, right? Like this to really challenge yourself. Whew. All right. Now, be sure to have something you can hold on to if you need to, that you can grab onto. All of my plates come with optional handles. And if you, there's also, you can put it near something to hold on to, like that's very solid. We're going to do a lunge on the other leg now. So put the other leg on the plate, bend your back leg, and pull on this strap. This is very challenging balance actually, because the pressure on your body is changing. So you're having to adjust to the pressure from this side. This is quite challenging for balance, and it's excellent training for you. All right, so your workout is going to be a good balance exercise. We're going to do next another cardio, mountain climbing, right? Okay, like this. You can just lift your legs like this, and if you could do it with a jump, that's good. Now you're getting a balance right here, right? If you need to be holding on, okay, but if you can do it without, challenge yourself, because the more you stretch the system, your ability, the more opportunity your body has to really learn and improve. Okay. Whew. All right. Good job. All right. We're going to do some core exercises now. These are very important for recovery that people were talking about. All right. Core. This is a standing core exercise. I'm pulling down with a weight and switching with the other legs back and forth, pulling them up at the same time. More difficult, and you have to be able to get up and down for this. So if you can't, just continue what you're doing, is to do a V shape. For the rest of the exercises, I'm going to show you two versions, a standing version and a sitting version, or a down low version. You choose which one you can do. And if you can't get up and down, just do the standing ones. So this is a V shape, and look at all the balance you're doing, because only your rear end is on the plate. That was very good for balance. Push-ups are next. So if you have some weights, these are just water bottles, and you can start with these, and maybe eventually you can get strong, heavier ones. Pushing up, right? You can do a little bit of a squat while you're at it, or if you really wanted to challenge yourself, if you're up to it, you could do this on one leg, right? Whoa, that's not easy. A trick is to focus on something in the distance. That will help you a great deal. But whew, that's good. You could switch legs. All right, if you want to be getting a really big push-up, do it down here, like this. Okay, good job. And you could be on your knees doing the push-up, like this, or on your toes, if you can. All right. Okay, here we go. We're going to do running in place, kicking our heels up to the back, like this. Okay. All right. So running in place. This is our next cardio, and you got to have good balance for this, right? I'm on one foot and then the other, one foot and the other. If you can't do that, you could be holding on and lifting your feet one by the other, or you could be practicing just standing and on one foot and balancing. But we're trying to do cardio right now, so it'd be better to you want to get your heart rate up to target all the different systems in our body. So if you can be running, that's the best. All right, that's what you're aiming for. You'll get there. Okay, diagonal crunches. We're still doing core. Now we're going to go off to one side and going to the opposite knee. And just stick with that. Okay, this is the standing version. And the down here version, which is harder. You're in that V for victory, but you're leaning to one side and the bottom leg is bent, right? Okay, and now you're trying to touch your right elbow to your left knee or opposite elbow to opposite knee. And this hand can be down for balance. It's already quite difficult to balance. If you could lift that up, which is really very difficult, you could try that. But you know what? You are strengthening all those muscles. And that is going to help you a great deal also. All right. Triceps dip. That's the back of your arms, right? Hands above you, straight above. And then drop with the weights if you can. And just drop your hands down, keeping your elbows in place. So your hands are going down below. You'll start to feel that. If you can't do it with the weights, that's fine. Do it without. All of these exercises can be done with weights or without. Down here, hands on the plate, body off. The further out your feet are, the harder it gets. Okay. So, and then up and down with your using your arms, and you'll feel it in the back of your arms. Here we go. All right. Good job. Whew. All right. Nice job. Okay. And we got another cardio. We're going to do kicking out to the side. Look at all of the balance you need for this. You're on one leg and you're moving. All right. So if you can't do it without holding on to something, that's fine. You could do a few in one side and then switch to the other, do the other side. But if you can jump, you need to adjust these exercises for you. Choose the right level. So you're challenging yourself, but you're safe. And you're not hurting yourself, you know, you don't want to overdo it, but you don't want it to be a walk in the park either. Okay, here we go. Good job. Whew. All right, let's see. We are doing the diagonal crunch in the other direction, the other side. So now we're going to go off this side, do the opposite knee, like this. Okay, and pull it down hard and pull up with your foot, your leg. Or down here, lean to the other side and do the opposite. Bottom leg bent, top elbow trying to reach bottom knee. The top leg is straight as much as you can. And this hand is touching the floor if you need it. Well, pretty much everybody will need that. Okay, there we go. Straighten this leg as much as you can. You are balancing on just one point, because you're rolled over to the side. So, oh, wow, very hard to pick your hand up with that. Okay, we're gonna do a pelvic bridge. That's getting this whole pelvic area, the muscles there. Bend your knees, have your weights right here, and then push your pelvis forward like that. And really push it far forward as you can, and then back. And you'll feel that area getting a workout. If you're down here, put your feet on the plate and you're gonna lift your body up, have a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. You wanna challenge yourself and do some balance. One foot, try lifting your hands up too. That's putting a lot of pressure on this leg, so it's hard and it's balance, more balance. Okay. We're going to do the other leg. We're going to do another one of those, so don't worry. Okay, now, one more cardio. Go down, pick up a basketball, and throw it. If you can't jump, that's fine. Just lean over as much as you can without falling. Pick something up and throw it like this, okay? All right. And if you can add a hop, that would be great. All right, there you go. You are a basketball player. Basketball star. Here you go, running down the field and shooting for the basket. Woo, home run, no, and it's in. It's a basket, I guess they call it. There you go. All right, nice job, everybody. That was our last cardio. We're gonna do a plank next. If you're standing, we're gonna do off to one side and then off to the other side with your knees bent a little bit like this. Okay, we're engaging the core when we're doing this. And a true plank, which would be down on the ground, is a big core, abdominal backs. You're on your elbows like this with a straight line from your shoulders to your heels, like this, right? Or if you wanted to, you could do both hands. You could be straight arms. And here's your big balance and workout is to do it on one side. Whew. That is hard work. Okay, we've got one more pelvic bridge. So if you're standing, remember, that is with your knees bent and then pushing your hips forward and back. Forward and let them go back. All right, and if you're down here, all right, do a pelvic bridge. And if you can do one-legged one, that's great. One-legged and hands in the air. Whew. That's challenging. All right. Good job. Good job. I'm going to show you another couple of other exercises. Did the thing beep? There it is. Okay. So we're just going to show you one of my very favorite balance exercises, which is the yoga tree pose. Whew. Have something to hold on to in case you need it, to grab onto. But one leg, you're on one foot, and then creating a tree. I got to look at something in the distance. That is enormous help. The other thing is to imagine a string from your head to the heavens, holding you up. Surprising, amazing, how much just that thought can stabilize you, which is good because you can you feel how hard all the muscles in your feet are working to keep you stable, keep you balanced? All right. Now, we still get our massage. So choose any position you like that's your favorite. I'm going to just sit down, I think, and relax and feel the vibrations going through you. You have done fantastic work for your body, and you need your massage. That is your reward for taking such good care of yourself. So just relax and feel those vibrations going through you and moving all the blood and lymph around and stimulating your whole body. But it feels like a massage, doesn't it? Just so relaxing. I can feel my body just like relaxing. I'm a rag doll here. All right. Good job, everybody. All right, we will be here 3 times a week for you to join us, and have a wonderful day.